I'm not famous, but I know someone who is, and they changed my life. Hi, I'm Daniel Livermore. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story. Didn't really start, but I grew up in a Christian home. Parents work for the organization Campus Crusade for Christ, now known as Cru. And so God's really always been important to my family and my life. I could say there's never been a day where I haven't heard like a worship song, my parents praying. We've always been like that family who's always at church doing devotions together, prays it before every meal, like that little typical Christian family. And so when I was young, I accepted Christ into my life, but and it's not like it meant anything to me. It was just like we did it because we did it, and basically just went throughout the early years just piggybacking off my parents' faith and knowledge, because if they said it, then it's obviously true, because that's how we all think of our parents. And so I always believed in the God, but I was like, what's the point? Like, we just do it, cool. Nothing has to reflect in my life. So through that, we used to live in Florida, but we moved to Indiana in 5th grade. And at the time, I didn't really think it was that important, but it's really interesting to see what God does through those things. So in 5th grade, when I moved here, it was all about the friends. Like, gotta have the friends, gotta hang out with them all the time, just looking for that. And into middle school, it was like friends again, with all our elementary schools coming together. And then 7th and 8th grade, it was all about the girls and like who's the coolest guy, like who's the best athlete, football, all that stuff. And it was just really interesting to see how my life, I was like still looking for something and just trying to find it through friends and such. But at the end of my 8th grade year, there was a little falling out between friends and I, and it was really difficult for me. But I went on this trip called Myrtle Beach, and it was just really interesting because I feel like God took some of those friends out of my life to make me draw nearer to them, or him. Sorry, and it's crazy just to think that He does those things in your life, and then He knows a way to satisfy you, because we're always looking for satisfaction. So through that, and it really just hit me through one of the talks where they talked about having a Spirit-filled life. Like, is the Holy Spirit living through your life? And I could honestly say it wasn't at the time. But thanks to that and God drawing me nearer to Him, I can say that life has been moving better. I've been always growing in Christ, and it's been really interesting to see how my life is like now. So I'm not famous, but I know someone who is, and they changed my life.